In this video we will see how we can use the perforated tape Turing machine in a well-known example. We will decide from an input word whether it is a palindrome or not. This Turing machine has 4 tapes. The first tape stores the input word, which is unchanged. On the second tape we will store a number I in binary. This number represents that we want to compare the symbol on the position I from the beginning with the symbol on the position I from the end. On the first tape there is also a number j in binary. This number represents that the head is over the symbol on the position I from the beginning or from the end. The last tape is for the output, which is empty. How does the algorithm works? We set the value of I to 0. After that, we set the head of the input tape to the start position. Then set the value of j to 0. Move the head of the input tape to the right, and we increase the value of j until it reaches the value of I. Store the symbol under the head of the input tape in the state of the Turing machine. Move the head to the end of the input and set the value of j to 0. Move the head of the input tape to the left and we increase the value of j until it reaches the value of I. Finally, we compare the symbol under the head with the symbol we stored in the state. If they are different, then the algorithm isn't a palindrome. Otherwise, if the input has symbol on the position I, then we start the algorithm again from the second point. Let's see the example. We can see the 4 tapes, all of them staying at the start position. In the first tape, there is the input word, which is BAB again. On the second tape, we store the value of I, and on the third, the value of j in binary. The last tape is for the output. Start the procedure. Increase the value of I to 1. Move the first tape to the left with one symbol. And increase j also until the value of I. Now we store the read symbol in the status and we move the first tape to the right until the end of the blank symbol. Set the value j to I to 0. Now we start to read the input word from the right to the left and increase the value of j until the value of I. The read symbol is B, which is the same that we stored in the state, so we can continue. Move back the input tape to the start position, set j to 0 and increase the value of I with 1. Now we can continue to read the input word and increase the value of j until it reaches the value of I. We don't want to discuss every step at every time, so we just move to the symbol A. The value of j is 2. Move the input tape to the end and set j to 0 and start to read the first tape from the right to the left. And increase j. Now the read symbol is A, which is the same as we stored in the state. Let's see the next symbol. Move back the first tape to the start position, set j to 0, and start again the procedure. Increase I with 1, and then I will be free. Move the input tape to the right with 3 positions, and increase j until 3. We read B again, so we store it in the QB state. Set j to 0, and start to read the word from the right and read the third symbol. We got that the symbol is the same that we stored. In the final iteration, we increase the value of I, which will be 4. In the first step, we move to the fourth position, where we can read a blank symbol. So the input hasn't got letter in the position I. Therefore, the input word is a palindrome.